Hello, and welcome to 2022. There's a lot of twos in that number, and to celebrate, I thought we could take a look at every two-letter word in English, because there was a lot of them, more than I thought there were. So let's take a look at all of them. Why not, you know? So let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, A. We have AA, or I believe it's pronounced ah. Kind of a strange one. And it's a type of rough basaltic lava that forms jagged surfaces. Ab is short for abdominal muscle, you know. Shout out to those of you who have them. Ad is short for advertisement. Yeah, or, you know, self-promotion. I guess this would be a good time to ask you to like the video if you like it so far, even though it's only been like a minute. Subscribe if you want, I would appreciate it, but okay. A. How do you? I'm not really sure how to say. I think it's A. No. Yeah, it's A. And it means one. One. Just one. That's the only definition I found for it. And it's also a suffix for plant families, which I think I knew. But suffixes are not words, so I guess we're going with one. It means one. Okay. Why don't you just say one? Ag is short for agriculture. Okay, cool. I don't really know much about agriculture, but maybe that's a common thing. Maybe they say ag usually. Or there's a lot of ways you could say this, because it expresses lots of things. It expresses surprise, relaxation, or realization. This is an exclamation, also known as interjection. I believe there's a lot of these on this list. AI. It's a Latin American name for a three-toed sloth. Apparently it's named after the sound it makes, which is A. I can't imagine a sloth making that sound, but I guess they do. So that's interesting. Oddly specific. L is a type of Indian tree. That's also specific. Am is the present first person singular of be. Right. Common word. I'm sure we all know that definition. Maybe. An is an indefinite article used before words beginning a vowel sound, right? Like, usually say a something, and if that something starts with like an A or something, you'd say an, because having two A's next to each other is two vowels next to each other is strange. Even though AA is a word. Okay. That's just the letter O. As is used when stating that something has an extent of something else. At is in the position of. That's another interjection, expressing protest or sympathy. I guess when something's like cute or something. Axe is a tool. That's a tool. Usually it's spelled AXE. I guess you could also spell it AX. So I kind of like that spelling, AX. That looks kind of cool. Just X, you know. Get that E out of there. AE means always. I did not know that. That's news to me. A means always. I didn't know that. Never heard this before, but normally that's a thing. I've never heard of it. Okay, finally on to B. That was a lot of A's. The ancient Egyptian word for the eternal soul that lives beyond death. Wow. That's deep. I did not know that was a word, and that's a heck of a definition for a two-letter word. That sounds like something a sheep would make. B means to exist. Bisexual. Like, you know, you call someone bi, I guess. I don't know. I'm fine with it. BO is an abbreviation for boxer. Here's what I want to know. Why is there an abbreviation in here? I mean, like, surely we've had abbreviations that would have come up before this. So why is BO special enough That it counts as a word. I don't get it. I don't understand. Why? I don't know. I. Used to identify did something or express the means of doing something. Okay, that's a familiar one. Da. Yeah, Schopelfabel. De or de means from or of. Now, I thought that was a Spanish word, fortunately. Apparently it works in English too. I didn't know that, but I guess so. Someone let me know, I don't know. Is this actually an English word too? I thought this was a Spanish word. Whatever. Do. Secured in action. Ed is short for education. Yeah, I guess so, like sex ed, phys ed, special ed. Yeah. F is the letter F. I don't know why we're having letters in here. Not all the letters are on here. Only some of them. I guess only the ones that have two little words that make the sound. I don't know. It's strange to me. Eh. It's just an exclamation. Just eh. Okay. L is an informal term for elevated railroad. What? That is so specific. Are people talking about elevated railroads frequently enough to have a short term for it? Hey, look, an L. An elevated. I don't think I've ever said elevated railroad before now. Maybe it's a common thing. Maybe like engineers and stuff will always talking about elevated railroads. Or the people who drive trains, whatever they'll call them. Oh, whatever, fine. M is a typographic unit of measurement. Now this is interesting. Because there's something called an M dash. Maybe I should have put it on the slide. But those, like, you see hyphens in text, there's different lengths for hyphens. There's like the hyphen, then there's like a dash, then there's like a long dash, which is called an M dash, which you see like when cutting off dialogue or something. And the M, it's called an M dash because that's just a measurement in typography. The length of the font itself or something. It's a way of measuring things. And there's also N, which is half the size of an M, the length. And there's also an N dash as well, which I'd imagine is half the length of an M dash. So that's kind of interesting. Or, I can't even say that. Expressing hesitation. Okay. S. Oh, okay. So this one, I couldn't actually find like a definition, or at least not a consistent definition. Some Scrabble dictionary. Oh, this is the Scrabble dictionary, by the way. I should mention it. But one Scrabble dictionary I saw said this means the sky, which I've never heard of. But okay. It's mostly, if you look this up, Google ES, it's just going to say it's the ending ES, which is not a word, but that's what it comes up with. For the sake of consistency, I just give this the definition as the letter S, because F is a word, R is a word. Why is an S one? Let's just make this the letter S then. Okay, I don't know. That's just what I'm going with. Moving on. Et. E-T. Or is it eat? Is a simple past tense of eat. What? You mean like eaten? I've never seen this either. Who uses these words? Eat? Just say eat. Or eat. Just say eat. Wait, isn't that the past tense? What do you mean it's simpler? Eat is a pretty simpler word. It's a pretty simple word. Why do you need a simpler version for it? I don't know. Ew. Okay, it's an exclamation expressing disgust. Fine. X. Okay, there's another letter. That should be the letter X. I didn't write that though. It means to cross out. It's also a term you use for someone who you used to be in a relationship with. Like, yo, she's my ex or something. I don't have to worry about it. I've never been in a relationship, so I don't have an ex. So it works out fine. But for those of you who have them, it's a word. Fa is the fourth note of the diatonic music scale. Okay, yeah, that makes sense, I guess. The music scale. I guess those are words. Like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, something like that. I don't know. I don't really sing. Fe is a letter of the Hebrew alphabet. Okay. So we don't have all the letters of the English alphabet, but we have Hebrew alphabet. I mean, I'm fine. The Hebrew alphabet's cool and all, but like, why is it an English word? You know what I mean? Like, why isn't S word, but Fe is? And is this the only Hebrew letter? I don't know. Is this the only Hebrew letter that could be said in a two-letter word? How do you decide that? I don't know. I don't know. Gi is a weight garment worn in martial arts. Okay, that's a good one. In fact, I might have used to wear this. I did karate once. I don't know if a gi is used in karate. I know there's different types of martial arts. Someone let me know. Go is to relocate. It's also a Chinese board game if you don't know. So that's cool. Ha. Okay. We're on the H now. We gotta speed this up. This is gonna be a long video. Ha expresses laughter or surprise. Okay. He refers to a male, or sometimes an unspecified gender, fluently. Hi is just a greeting, like just means hello. We say this all the time. In fact, yeah. Expresses thought or focus. Huh. Okay, so what we learned today is that not every English word has a vowel. Because this doesn't have a vowel in it. HM counts as a word. For some reason. Ho. That's, yeah. It's a word. I thought it was slang before this, but okay, next one. Id. Or ID, I should say ID. I think it's id. Is the instinctive part of the mind. The primitive processes manifest. Wow. Nice. If, considering a possibility. In, to indicate something's inclusion within something. Is. This is like probably the most common one. Is a third person singular present indicative of be. Yes. Of course. That's what we're all thinking when we use it. Not really. I don't know. I didn't even know that definition before this. It's like, what? I don't know the definition of these. Some of these simple two-letter words, I don't even know the definition. I just use it when I use it. But they do have a definition. Like it. It's a term representing a thing. I guess. It's a pronoun. Just the basic pronoun. Joe is a beloved one. I don't know. I've never been called Joe. Well, I've never called anyone Joe. It's also a term for coffee. Yeah, like a cup of Joe. I guess so. Ka is the Egyptian term for the spiritual entity living within the body that survives after death. I like how just out of the blue we get something deep and philosophical like this. It's quite interesting. Ki, see another one. The Sumerian goddess of Earth. La is the sixth note of the diatonic music scale. Li is the semitone between the sixth and the seventh degrees on a scale. Lo, archaic term used to draw attention to an interesting event. That must be, yeah, I guess, I don't know, must be pretty archaic. I've never heard of it. Ma, short for mother, okay. Me, referring to the speaker. Me again? It's also me? Yeah, it's me. It's the third note of the diatonic music scale. MM. Expressing a sense of satisfaction. Okay, another word doesn't have vowels. What the heck? It's like another one of these double little MM. It doesn't even look like a word. Looks like a logo. Looks like M&M's or something. Whatever. Mo. It's an informal way of saying moment. Probably should have. I think it's also an informal way of saying more, which I can't even say. Like, give me some mo, or just a mo. I guess I don't say that, but maybe some people do. So that's fine. Mu is a 12th letter Greek. Okay, we're getting the Greek alphabet now. we've had the English alphabet doing that we kind of forgot about that. We had the Hebrew alphabet at some point, and then we got the Greek alphabet. I do like the Greek alphabet, so I guess that's fine. But it's just like, why is it an English word? My, belonging to, associated with the speaker. It also expresses surprise, I guess, like oh my, I think is what that means. Nah, oh, looks like I misspelled. Typo on this slide. Oops. Is this even an adverb? I guess it is. That just means no. Yeah. Yeah. Is that how you say that? Born with the name of? Yeah, that's another one I've never seen. A lot of these I didn't even know about. No. A negative response. None. Okay, new is another Greek letter. Odd. Odd. Crap. Should have put how to say these. Is it O? I think it's odd. It could be ode. However you want to say it. It's a hypothetical force of natural power. That's an odd. Okay then. Oh my god. Oh. Oi. 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 I'm gonna go with that. Oi. And it's a whirlwind off the Faroe Islands. God, I'm sorry. I know I mispronounced that. Also, that's very specific again. Just a whirlwind off the Faroe Islands. God, it's so specific. Why are so many so specific? Of expressing relationship between a part and a whole. Yep. O expresses surprise, anger, disappointment, or joy. Oi. Oi. Okay. It's an exclamation to attract one's attention in an angry way. Oi. Get out of here, or something. It's also a subgenre of punk rock from the 1970s, which I didn't know about. So that's kind of cool. I wasn't alive in the 70s, but I like that. Okay. Expressing a sense of approval or acceptance. Okay, I thought it was. I didn't know that is a word. I guess so. I thought that was like a misspelling. I thought it was O. Isn't it officially OKAY? But I guess OK works to an extent. At least counts as a word. So, okay. We got here. A sacred mantra from Hinduism and Tibetan Buddhism used in the contemplation of an ultimate reality. Another one of these ones. We go from a misspelling of OK to a sacred mantra contemplating on ultimate reality. It's just, what? Man, some of these two-letter words have quite the definition for them. It's pretty amazing. Quite interesting. On, physically in contact with, or supported by, op, style of abstract. Style of abstract art, apparently. I didn't know that. That sounds cool. It's short for operation. Or is a conjunction, linking alternatives in a statement. And for that reason, it's also a logic operator, which some of you comp sci people might know. Os. It's a small bone that sits behind the ankle joint. Interesting. Ow. Speaking of ankle joint, expressing sudden pain, some Achilles heel or something. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, just ow, I guess so. Man, those are a lot of words. Ox is an adult bull used to do work, which I found interesting. Apparently, I didn't know this. An ox is specifically like a trained bull. I don't think oxen exist in the wild. Well, they do, but they don't become an ox until we make them do something. Oi, expressing pain. Like, it's also an alternative to oi. Okay, there's two spellings of that. I don't know why. Okay, finally, P. Pa is short for father. Did we have another one that was short for father? I think so. P, or Pe, is the 17th letter of the Semitic abjad. I'm sorry, but I don't actually know what that is. Is that an alphabet? I mean, we've had so many different alphabets on this. I mean, I guess I'm sorry if I mispronouncing it. But I'm not familiar with it. I guess it's an alphabet. And then, if that's the case, why the 17th letter specifically? Why does that count as a word and none of the other ones? Is it like maybe it's the only one you can say in 2 letters? P. And then why isn't P just the English letter P? Why isn't that a word? But this one is. Maybe it's spelled P-E-E, but then that's kind of strange. Does that mean something else? I don't know. Pi. Okay, another one. Okay, I can kind of understand this one, I guess. Another Greek letter. It's also a mathematical constant. Ratio between circle's diameter and circumference. So yeah, that's kind of a fun one. Po. Short for Paul. God, I can't say. Short for Paul. Which, why? Again, I get why some words have a short form, but why do some of them count as words? And why this one? Why would you even need a short form for that, for Paul? It's not a long word. I don't know. Explain. Am I missing something? Is there another definition that I didn't see? Short for Paul. Why would you ever say that? Just say Paul. I don't know. Man, maybe I'm missing some, like, popular slang or something. I don't know. Okay. Oh, shoot. Is it... I think it's Kai. You could say Ki, depending how you want to say it. There's a Chinese philosophy of the vital force inherent to all living things. Okay. Another philosophical one, which is it's kind of fun to see. Re is the second note of the diatonic music scale. Okay, yeah, and it also is a preposition meaning in the matter of, which I've never seen. Okay. Shh. Oh, use the word silence, and that counts as a word up here. Shh. Just S. Isn't it like SH? H? How do you decide how many H's are on? I don't know. C. Sounds like a Spanish word. Alternate seventh note of the diatonic music scale. T. Gosh, man, it's specific. So, to an extent, they were full. Ta is an informal way of saying thank you, which I didn't know. I think this is a British thing. T is another alternative seventh note to the diatonic music scale. T. Why does that have so many alternates? I don't know. Te and the other one, C. T. There it is. T, the seventh note of the diatonic scale. The actual one. All those imposters. 2. Oh, this is okay. This is like the most common, simple word we use in everyday life, yet it has like the most complicated definition. Because if you didn't know, it's to be used with the base form of a verb to indicate that the verb is in the infinitive. Right? You knew that. We all know that. That's all what we're thinking when we use this word. Expressing hesitation or thought. Just a complete lack of saying anything. Just is a word. So is which is a variant of that. Gotta be specific, they're different things. On one. Then we already had one that means one. I guess like un. Yeah, I thought this was a prefix, but one. I don't know why there's so many that mean one. Just say one. It's not that hard to say. Up. Direction of higher position. Okay, yeah, that's a legitimate one. Us. Referring to a speaker along with one or more other individuals. Okay, good. Oh my god, there's so many words. Oot. Yeah, this is oot, which is a note on the French diatonic scale, which is, I guess, now replaced with do. I guess it's like, that's what it used to be, or something. Diatonic scale, it's related to that. It's like, what do was what? Was do on this? I think so. We. Poem referring to speaker along with one or more individuals. Also refers to the reader and writer together. Okay. Yeah. Woe is an archaic spelling of woe. Oh crap, how do you say it again? I think it's Xi. I usually, when I hear people say it, they say Xi or Tai or Tai. I think there's another way to say it. It's another Greek letter. It's an interesting one. I've seen this come up in like mathematics and stuff, and it's notorious because it's a pain to draw, it's a pain to say, and yet it just comes up sometimes. And because of that, I think it's actually kind of cool. Zoo? Oh, God. I apologize to Vietnamese people that I don't know how to say this. I should have put the pronunciation on the slide. I'm gonna go with Xu, or Zoo, however you want to say it. It's a monetary unit of measurement in Vietnam, equal to 1/100th of a dong. I'm not very familiar with the Vietnamese measuring system. I don't know what this is actually measuring. Like, is this a length? Well, probably is, yeah. So that's cool. Someone from Vietnam, let me know. Ya is a Chinese pale. Okay. It's an informal term for you. Okay. Ye is an archaic dialect. It's also, turns out, it's also an alternative spelling of the word the. Like, if you see, like, on a sign, like, ye old something, that actually means the old. It's just the Y is actually, it's a different letter, or something. It's very strange. But still. Yo is an informal greeting. And oh, look at that. Finally, the last one, za, which is short for pizza. Even though pizza is not a long word, I don't know why you need a short form for it. Whatever. We're done. 107 words. 2-letter words. All of them in English. Many of them I didn't know about. And there are a lot of questionable ones on there, but hope you enjoyed. But before we go, there's a couple stats here, I guess, yeah. Those are all of them right there. 107 of them. As you can see, C and no 2-letter words begin with a C or a V, which is interesting. So, how about that? All the other letters do have a 2-letter word. At least one. A has the most. Also, there's a couple of them that don't have any vowels. There's like MM, SH, and HM. I think those are the 3 without any vowels. There might be another one. I don't know. There's also 2 of them that are just 2 of the same letter, AA and MM. So that's interesting. I think that's all of them. Oh, that's the mouse. And then also we got the parts of speech that I thought was interesting. Out of all the words, some of them had multiple parts of speech, so accounting for that, there were 54 nouns, 21 exclamations, 9 pronouns, 8 prepositions, 7 verbs, 7 adverbs, 4 adjectives, 3 conjunctions, 1 article, that being an, and 1 abbreviation for some reason. I don't know why there were abbreviations in there, but there was one. So that's strange. And yeah, that looks like it's it. So thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you next time.